Let me ask you something. Have you ever had a moment in your life where something's changed so fast it almost didn't seem real? See, most people think that change takes months, sometimes even years. But when you understand how reality actually works, when you learn how to use your imagination the way Neville Goddard taught, you realize the universe isn't slow. You've just been asking incorrectly. This isn't about hustle. This isn't about forcing things. It's about stepping into a new version of yourself in a way that feels so real, your external world has no choice but to catch up. So by the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step process you can start using tonight. You'll see results so fast, it honestly feels illegal. This is manifestation stripped down to its core, with no fluff. Just a straight line from where you are now to exactly where you want to be. So let's get started. So the foundation of Neville's teaching is simple, but most people miss it. You see, your imagination is God. This isn't a metaphor or poetic language. He means it literally. Your imagination is the creative force of the universe, close in your human experience. That means if you imagine something vividly enough, and you persist in that assumption, it will appear in your world. Neville said, God is all imagination, and God is man, and exists in all of us, and we in him. The eternal body of man is the imagination, and that is God himself. This changes everything, because it means that you don't need to ask for change, you just assume it. You don't beg life to be different, you just imagine that it already is. Here's the mental shift you need to make. Stop seeing imagination as play or fantasy. See it as the tool of creation. It's not wishful thinking, it's causative thinking. If you're poor and you imagine being rich, and that assumption becomes your inner truth, your external life has no option but to shift, because everything outside is a shadow of what you accept inside. So if imagination is God, it's time to start using it like a god. So the next step is clarity. You have to define the state you want to live in, not just the thing you want, but the version of you that already has it. Neville didn't say visualize a new car. He said enter the state of being, the person who drives that car effortlessly. This isn't about daydreaming, it's about embodying. So ask yourself this, if you already had your desire, how would you feel? What would be normal for you right now? If your desire is to be in a loving relationship, don't imagine going on a first date. Imagine rolling over in bed next to the person who's already with you. If your desire is wealth, don't visualize winning the lottery. Imagine checking your bank account and seeing high numbers and feeling indifferent because it's normal now. Your job is to select the new version of you that already exists in the quantum field and then lock it in by assuming that it's true. Remember, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. And the fastest way to change who you are is to assume that you're already there. So this is the method that changes everything. Neville's most powerful method is called STATS, state akin to sleep. And why is this so powerful? Because when your mind is in a drowsy, relaxed state, it's most open to suggestion. That's when your subconscious is most fertile, and that's when you plant the seed of the new reality that you want. So here's a step-by-step guide to follow this process. Step number 1, go to bed relaxed but aware. Lie down in a quiet space at night. Let your body get sleepy, but keep your mind alert. This in-between state is where the magic happens. Step number 2, choose a scene that implies your desire is fulfilled. Don't imagine the whole movie, just one short clip. If you want a new job, maybe it's a handshake and someone saying congratulations. If you want a new house, maybe it's turning the key in the door. Step number 3, replay that scene on a loop. Feel it, hear the sounds and engage all your senses. But most importantly, feel the satisfaction. Neville said the feeling of the wish fulfilled is the secret. If you don't feel it, it won't work. Step number 4, loop until you fall asleep. Let this scene be the last thing your mind touches before sleep, because what you impress on your subconscious in this state must show up in your world. This isn't just theory, it's a formula. People have manifested marriages, money, healed relationships, and even physical health with this exact technique. So use STATS every night. Let your imagination do the work, because reality has no choice but to obey. So the next part is where most people mess it up. Once you've imagined the desired state, you have to start living from it. That means your internal reactions, your thoughts and assumptions, they all come from the future version of you that already has that thing. Let's say you imagine yourself as wealthy, but the next day you get hit with an unexpected bill. The old you would panic, but the new you is calm, you trust. And why is this? Because you're already wealthy in your imagination. So this is just a temporary shadow. Neville said to be conscious of being or possessing anything is to be or to have that which you are conscious of being or possessing. You've got to persist in the assumption no matter what. Don't go looking for proof. Don't go digging up the seed to see if it's growing. That kills the process. Think of it like this. If you planted an apple seed, you wouldn't yell at the ground the next day for not giving you a tree. You trust the process. You know the fruit is coming. It's the same with manifestation. The universe doesn't respond to your need, it responds to your beliefs. So drop the desperation, drop the seeking, assume you already have it, and let that assumption drive your inner world. Because when you live from the end has to show up. So even when you do everything right, old thoughts will still creep in. Doubts will try and sneak through the cracks, and that's normal. But you do have to prune the vine. Neville taught that every time you catch yourself imagining the opposite of what you want, stop. Don't analyze it, don't argue with it, just replace it. If you catch yourself thinking, I'll never get out of this situation, pause and immediately say, that's not true, I'm already free. Imagination is like a garden. If you don't tend to it, weeds grow by default. But the more you prune, the stronger your new reality becomes. And above all, persist. Neville said, a change of feeling is a change of destiny. That means that even if nothing looks different on the outside, if you've changed the inner feeling, you've already succeeded. Sometimes overnight, sometimes it takes a few days, but the results will always come if you don't give up. This is why it feels illegal, because whilst everybody else is running around trying to hustle their way to a better life, you're sitting quietly and imagining it and watching it unfold. So for me, when I wanted to change something in my life fast, I stopped trying to make things happen and I imagined that they were already done. Your imagination is God. Your feelings are the fuel, and your persistence is the key. Define the state, enter it in stats, live from it, prune anything that contradicts it, and persist until the world bends. This isn't magic, it's a law, and the more you practice it, the faster your results come. Remember, the only thing that stands between you and your ideal life is a version of you that hasn't imagined it properly yet. So tonight, go to sleep as the person who already has what they want, and in the morning, wake up as that person again. Because once you've mastered imagination, nothing is out of reach, not even the impossible. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, leave me a comment. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and join our community of like-minded people. As always, thank you so much for your engagement and support. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.